Chess is a two-player strategy game played on a square board divided into 64 squares of alternating colors. Each player starts with 16 pieces: 1 king, 1 queen, 2 rooks, 2 knights, 2 bishops, and 8 pawns. The goal of the game is to checkmate your opponent's king. Checkmate occurs when the king is in a position to be captured in check and there is no way to move the king out of capture mate. The king is the most important piece on the board and the game can't be won or lost without it. The king moves only one square in any direction, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board and can move in any direction, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally, as far as possible. The rooks can move vertically or horizontally, as far as possible. They are usually placed in the corners of the board. The knights are the only pieces that can jump over other pieces. They move in an L shape, 2 squares in a straight line in any direction and then 1 square perpendicular to that direction. Knights are also the only pieces that can capture an opponent's piece while it is still protected. The bishops move diagonally and can move as far as possible in that direction. The pawns are the weakest pieces on the board. They move forward 1 square, but capture diagonally. Pawns have the unique ability to move 2 squares on their first move. Each piece has its own unique way of moving and captures, and it's important to understand these movements in order to develop a good chess strategy. The game of chess begins with the initial setup of the pieces on the board. The white pieces are placed on the first and second rows, while the black pieces are placed on the 7th and 8th rows. The pieces are placed in the following order: rooks, knights, bishops, queen placed on her own color, king, bishops, knights, and rooks. The player with the white pieces always moves first. After each player has made a move, it is the other player's turn. A move consists of a player selecting a piece, moving it to a new square, and then releasing it. Capturing an opponent's piece is an important aspect of chess. When a player moves a piece to a square occupied by an opponent's piece, the opponent's piece is captured and removed from the board. There are 3 special moves in chess: castling, en passant, and promoting a pawn. Castling is a move that involves both the king and a rook. The king is moved 2 squares towards a rook on its original square, then that rook moves to the square over which the king crossed. Castling is a great way to get your king to safety and develop your rooks. En passant is a special pawn capture that can only occur immediately after a pawn moves 2 squares from its starting square. If an opponent's pawn could have captured the first pawn had it only moved 1 square, the opponent may capture the first pawn, en passant, as if the first pawn had only moved 1 square. Promoting a pawn: when a pawn reaches the opponent's back row, it is promoted to any piece of the player's choice, usually a queen. Thanks for watching the video. Please like the video and subscribe my channel.